1, 2, 3.
Goodbye, you need to look at daddy. You need to look at daddy. Okay. On today's episode of Free Unsolicited Cooking Knowledge, we'll be making Matty Matheson's buffalo chicken dip lasagna. That's a lot to say. Do you want to go back to bed? Do you want to go back to sleep? All right, let's go back to bed. Welcome back, my little spoons. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because I want the missing ingredient to your kitchen. On today's episode, as you saw, we are making Matty Matheson's buffalo chicken dip lasagna. I have not made this recipe before. I'm super excited to try it, even though I am not a huge fan of Frank's Red Hot sauce or pickles. I wanted to push my comfort zone and try recipes that I wouldn't normally try, or even foods that I would normally try, and I'm kind of excited to try it, to be honest. And what a perfect recipe just in time for Super Bowl, so why not make it and we'll try it together and I'll give you my honest review. Anyway, if you're ready, I'm ready, let's get into it. Alright, like every other episode, all ingredients and measurements are listed down below in the description box, and this recipe also calls for the oven to be preheated to 400 degrees. So I will be right back. Now that your oven is preheating to 400 degrees, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to be shredding the cheese that is needed for this recipe. Alright, so I have my bowl and I have some fresh mozzarella and some extra strong old white cheddar cheese, a block. I'm sure I could have gotten like better quality cheeses, but this is all I had where I was grocery shopping, okay? Also, I'm doing a half recipe today because it's only me and Cody, and I don't think that we could eat, well, maybe we could eat a party platter of buffalo chicken dip, but I thought I would start small, and then for actual game day, if it's something that I really love, we will go big and not go home, okay? So basically the recipe calls for like a cup of each, or I think half a cup and a cup. So I'm going to try and open this one. Oh, there is a peel on it. Also, I don't like buying pre-shredded cheese because there's a lot of fillers and wax and things. It's not that great, okay? All right, here we are. I do need to get a new cheese grater. Also, Maddie, if you are watching, I'm really sad that you closed your Meat and Three restaurant in Fort Erie. It was my favorite. And as a local, that was my #1 restaurant. I still have to try Rizzo's, yes, I understand. But like for a good meat spot, ugh, so good. This is a workout. I think that's good. All right, the second cheese. It's very awkward. And I'm putting it in the same bowl. I'm gonna mix them together anyway. Also, I do love how we went from like healthy January to like full fat February. I love that. Life is a balance, okay? There we go. It technically was supposed to be 1 cup of the white cheddar and then half a cup of the mozzarella, but I just basically did a cup each. Can't have too much mozzarella, right? Right? And I think Maddie would agree, okay? All right, now that you have shredded both of your cheeses, the next step is to get, because he does use this in his video, I'm going to grab my stand mixer and then I'm going to mix the other 2 cheeses so that we get a nice smooth consistency, and then yeah, we'll go from there. All right, I have my beautiful KitchenAid mixer. I'm going to unlock it. Perfect. And we're gonna use the, what did we call this last time? I call it my Arrowhead mixer. Anyway, the next ingredient you're gonna put in here is 8 ounces of softened cream cheese. Philadelphia, go Eagles.
Hey, everybody's an Eagles fan right now.
Go Bills, but we all know how that ended. Yes, I got full fat because what's the point of living if you're not using full fat? Okay.
Flat beater.
A flat beater, that's what it's called. Okay, well, we were halfway there. I will say this every time I work with cream cheese. Philadelphia, figure out how to wrap your dang cream cheese better. I hate this. Piss me off. Okay, all right, okay. It's going right in. Okay, now that you have your 8 ounces of full fat cream cheese, the next ingredient is supposed to be like half a cup of blue cheese. I'm not a huge fan of blue cheese, but I do like the blue cheese that comes with like celery and blue cheese. So I'm gonna add that for a little zing. I just hate the mold from the blue cheese, okay? It's just not my thing. So Cody, can you grab that from the fridge? Thank you. I love this blue cheese. I love getting Rose City pizza, and then I go to Pupo's Food Market, which is like one of the most amazing little food market, you know, family-owned food market in Welland. And I usually get their poured blue cheese, but apparently like it's just like bought from like a big brand store. I thought they made it in-house. I don't know. Whatever brand it is that they use, it's delicious, and it has to be Rose City pizza, this blue cheese, and Handlebar Hank's wings. That's my food tour of Welland, okay? We're doing half a cup here, folks. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. All right, perfect. Just gonna pour that in. And the next ingredient, which I kind of changed a bit, he put in about half a cup of just milk. I'm gonna do about a quarter cup of cream because that's all I have. I don't drink milk, only almond milk, okay? Or milk, as some people say. Anyway, I'm gonna do a quarter cup of that right in. Lovely. Now that you have all the ingredients in your mixer, make sure that the mixing bowl is locked. This is locked. We're just gonna close that. We're gonna lock that. And then I'm gonna start on a slow speed to kind of mix this together. So here we go. Still splashed everywhere. Okay, stir. Okay. I was going slow and now it's on my glasses. Disgusting. Okay, we're gonna just up that. There's some chunks in it, but it's going in the oven, so it's gonna melt, it's fine. At least it's like mixed. And I'm not gonna lie, I haven't had breakfast. Like we're filming kind of in the morning time and it's a little off-putting. It smells good though, but it's like, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm still sipping my coffee, you know? That's showbiz, baby. Now that it is all mixed, we will be back for lasagna assembly. All right, so I have grabbed my mini little casserole dish. I'm gonna set that aside. And the chicken part of this is, which also Matty does suggest this because why not? You're gonna go to your local food supermarket and you're going to get the broasted chicken that they offer, you know, the cooked chickens in the bag, and then you're gonna grab that. So last night when I did my groceries, I grabbed one, and the trick to disassembling it is to do it when it's still warm. So basically the chicken is cooled down, you can peel all the chicken off the bones. It makes it super easy. You can basically feel if you're leaving any little bones in there behind. And I literally put it in a container and I set in the fridge for 2 days. So here we are. I have the chicken. It was disassembled. I didn't really cut it into tiny pieces. So that's what we're gonna do now. And what's nice is the roasted chicken is usually like a barbecue, although theirs does like a really good Portuguese flavored one. So good. All right, I am literally just chopping this skin and all, dark meat, white meat, whatever you want, into little bits. I think I'm gonna put more chicken in there, but I'm gonna start assembling. He starts with the blue cheese mixture first. I'm gonna scrape down the sides, and I'm literally just gonna spread that in there like you're making a lasagna with sauce. Okay, layer one. Then chicken, you wanna cover that with chicken. Okay, and then he kind of adds a little bit of Frank's red to that in the layer. All right, we're just doing a little spiral, okay? I'm gonna kind of mix these cheeses together. Beautiful. Oh my God, I'm making a mess. That's okay. It's Super Bowl. You're supposed to make messes, right? And he's very generous with the cheese, and it's probably why I really enjoy him as a chef, so. Okay, and then we're gonna repeat the process. Load her up. Oh dear. Just cover that. Okay, now that you have your last layer of cheese, we're going to take the remaining blue cheese mixture and we're gonna cover it as best we can because I don't have that much. It's all gonna melt and it's all gonna mix and it's gonna be just a beautiful, beautiful thing. Your lasagna is done assembly, and so basically I'm going to put it on a separate tray, which I'll just do that now. I'm gonna put it on a separate tray so in case anything bubbles over or anything like that, it just doesn't make a mess in my oven. Anyway, I'm gonna put this in the oven. There isn't really a time on it. Basically, he lets it get to a point where it melts and you can see it like it's kind of bubbling and it's got a little bit of brown spots on it. I'm not sure how long that's going to take, but obviously when we come back, I will tell you. So I'm gonna put this in the oven and then I'm gonna show you the next step of this recipe. Now that that's in the oven, the next thing that we're going to make is his little homemade pickle salsa. The first ingredient of that is going to be celery. Before we begin slicing that celery, I have just like a microfiber cloth or dishcloth. I have wet it and I am placing it under my cutting board because that was really annoying me earlier. Okay, we're using the same cutting board. I just turned it over and I washed my knife. The first ingredient is going to be a little stalk of celery. I think he does two. He said to do celery leaves. I got my celery from Pupo's and they cut the celery leaves off. And if you don't believe me, see, 'tis sad. Whatever, we're going to make do, my friends. All right, we're gonna chop this up into little pieces. Beautiful. All right, we got the celery. It's chopped, it's in there. The next ingredient is going to be a small onion. And because we're doing half a recipe, I'm gonna do half of a small onion. He said that it's supposed to be 50% celery, 25% onion, and 25% pickle. So let me get that onion. Here we are, just a little guy. All right, we're taking the outside layer off. But remember folks, keep the root intact so that you can slice it without it falling apart. But unlike me, I kind of ripped the root off. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. For a little onion, that's pretty powerful. Into the bowl it goes. Into the bowl it goes. 1 second. I'm okay. Anyway, the next ingredient is dill pickles. He stated to not use that bread and butter shit. I think that was the exact quote, if I'm not mistaken.
Don't be using bread and butter pickles if you're making buffalo chicken shit.
So I got myself some dill pickles because, like I said, I don't really like pickles, so we don't have pickles in our house necessarily. Here we are, dill pickles, no garlic. Thought I'd keep it as simple as possible. Did you see that, Cody? I don't need a man. I can open my own jars. Anywho, I think we're gonna do, why is this really soft? I don't like that. I thought they were supposed to be crispy. Ew, why are these really soft, Cody? Are they supposed to be? Can you look it up? Okay, this one's okay. I'm gonna start dicing it. It could be just like, cause they absorbed a lot of that water. They're what?
Spoiled from yeast fermentation. Dill pickles should not be soft. Soft pickles are spoiled and should be thrown away.
Really? Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna have to pivot. Hold that thought. I'm gonna go see if my mother has some pickles, so BRB.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Is it destiny? Is it just how my life rolls? So this may potentially be okay to eat. It's just saying that sometimes if the ends are left on the pickles, there's like an enzyme that's created that causes the pickles to be soft. I don't want to eat it and it be like botulism. It didn't say it was a bad thing, but it seems, this one like seems a little like, it's like rotten. All right, so there's that. And then my mom has like these like tangy dill pickles, but they're expired. So we are at an impasse. So I think that I'm going to forego the pickle salsa, which kind of sucks. But it's okay, like the cut celery and onion, I could definitely like cook something with this tonight. Like that's not a big deal. If you are a pickle aficionado, comment down below, like, is this okay to eat? Like I'm not a pickle person, so I don't quite know. With that said, we're going to move on and basically I will be back when the buffalo chicken dip is done. So I'll see you very soon. I lied, there is one more part of this recipe, and that is making buffalo sauce. Basically, you were supposed to put the dip on a taco with the salsa and then buffalo sauce, which kind of sounded delicious. But I'm still gonna make the buffalo sauce because I wanna add an extra flavor to the dip. I got my little pot. I'm gonna turn that on. I'm just gonna do like a medium low. And the first ingredient is going to be half a cup of Frank's Red Hot sauce. Okay. This might be the rest of the bottle, and it sure is. Okay, half a cup going in. I don't know why this is beeping. I don't know why it's beeping, and I'm kind of freaked out. Okay, anyway, we're gonna do 3 tablespoons of butter. This is 4 tablespoons, so I'm just going to kind of, okay, save that for later. All right, in it goes. Why does Hell's Gate gotta do this to me? I am so sorry for the beeping. I don't know what the heck's happening. Anyway, as this is melting the butter, the next ingredient that goes in here is about half a teaspoon of garlic powder. Here we are, my garlic powder. In she goes. Your next ingredient is going to be a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne for a nice little spice to that. By the way, just a reminder, I'm doing half a recipe. The full recipe will be listed down below. All right, we are sizzling. Okay, I'm going to move that and I'm going to use my whisk. Smells like I just walked into Rose City. Rose City Pizza. Not sponsored yet. Now that that is simmered and it's kind of like a sauce, I will set this aside and I will be right back to show you what to do next. Basically, I have some small tortillas and I'm going to warm them up on the pan because our dip is almost done. And I'm just going to put it in there. My big pan is dirty, so I gotta do these one by one. I feel like today is a Murphy's Law episode. I'm trying to be hopeful. I really wish I could make my own tortillas, but it's just not happening today. It's getting hot. I'm just doing it so they get like a nice light brown. They have somewhat of a brown, but just like a little extra. All right, 1 done. I think I might just do 2. Oh. And we're done. All right, off. Now that I'm done that, I'm going to kind of clean this up and then I will be back to pull the dip. So, BRB. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at that. It smells freaking delicious. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is a dip. I'm just kind of mixing this up. Sorry, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed! I'm going to try and put some of this on this taco. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. This is what dreams are made of. Hot! Okay, okay. 1, that cheese just melted so beautifully. It smells delish. Okay, 2. Now that I have kind of like plated this, I'm going to clean this up and then it's time for TTT, taste test time.
Actually, SBTTT.
Super Bowl taste test time. All right. Smells really good. It's greasy and I love it. Okay. I do feel like, yeah, it would taste better probably with some kind of like pickled cabbage or something, which I don't have, but we're gonna test it for what it is dip-wise. All right, are we ready? Are you ready? I'm afraid it's gonna be super hot. That, oh my God, I'm an idiot. Okay, dip, 10 out of 10. Well, why didn't you say something, Cody? Dip on its own, freaking delicious. Now we're gonna add a little bit of that barbecue sauce in there. Buffalo, sorry. TTT2 with the buffalo sauce. That is, that's me trying to bring my life back in because I had died and gone to heaven, so. Adding the blue cheese like that with the cream cheese, it is like, it's creamy, it's tangy, it's hot, but not like too spicy. Like, okay, all right, okay. Do you want to taste some? I was gonna finish one, but here.
No, go ahead. You have breakfast to eat.
You have to. It's a messy food, but Lord, game day awesomeness. He's just shoveling the other taco into his mouth. He can't even speak. That's how good it is.
I like it in the tortilla. It's a nice just a dip.
Oh, I know. Like, you can use chips and, you know, and dip or spread it on bread. I don't know. It's, okay, I'm gonna get you a napkin. Okay, it's part of the Clean Plate Club, but but Cody is also just drenched in sauce. And I don't like Frank's, and like I will eat this. I will probably go buy the pickles and like finish that salsa maybe later today, and then I'll try it. So in the comments below, if you are watching this, I will explain what it tasted like with the pickle salsa, which I think the freshness of that probably is really delicious because it's a really heavy fat.
They should work well together.
Yeah, read the comments below. You'll get my honest opinion about the pickle salsa. So yeah. Thank you, my little spoons, for lasting this long in the video. I hope I inspired you to try this buffalo chicken dip. It is phenomenal. I am not lying. This is free unsolicited cooking knowledge approved. This is a great potluck dish to bring. It is so good. You could dip veggies, chips, make a little taco. I think like you could do anything with this dip. It is so good. It's creamy, it's tangy, it's spicy. You got your chicken in there. It's like, just perfect. I don't know how else to explain it. So thank you, Matty, for sharing this recipe, and I will definitely be making it for Super Bowl. It is delicious. Thank you, my little spoons, and you know what? Buffalo chicken dip. See ya.